Hey everybody, welcome to Donkey Kong Country. This game is trash, but unfortunately it had to exist so that DKC2 could. So, we're gonna suffer through it just like Rare did. So, who are the assholes that I have with me today?
Hi, I'm Poorly Written Novel. The only time I've played this game was on the Game Boy Advanced.
Hi, I'm Chaos Argate. I played this game at PAX because I had nothing to do, and it was free at the Classic Game Room.
Hi, I'm Blastinus. I've played this game about a dozen times, as well as its sequels.
Well, the sequels are much better games, but we're not playing those games.
You might say I'm a bit of a Donkey Kong obsessive. Just like every other game.
There is such a thing as too much dank.
Oh man, look at those beautiful pre-rendered sprites. I don't know if my heart can take this anymore.
All the lovely claymation.
No, this isn't claymation. These are actually like pre-rendered.
I don't know whether to say this game aged well or poorly. It's kind of a crap shot.
So this isn't like Mario RPG where it was just posing models?
I think it was kind of like Mario RPG, actually.
They probably posed models to get the initial sprites and then might have fucked around with it a bit after that.
Anyways, here's the plot. We got no bananas.
A shameful Kong.
Absolutely terrible.
Alright, so yeah, Donkey Kong Country 1. The hitboxes are totally fucked, the physics are slippery, and the platforms are not quite as well defined as they really should be. So, we're gonna have a great time.
Honestly, I don't necessarily fault it for having lousy controls compared to its later games, since they were just, figuring this whole thing out.
Yes, but that doesn't excuse awful design decisions like these animal statues.
Some of the animal statue levels are fun, like Unguards.
The problem is not that the levels are not fun. The problem is that as soon as you collect them, you are immediately booted back to either the start of the level or the checkpoint, whichever one you hit.
That is pretty trash.
Oh god, that's right, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah. And there's also the fact that, for the majority of them, you can't actually just skip to the end. So once you pick them up, you got to play a mini-game. Have fun.
Come on, there you go, buddy. No, right, secret's in another level. I mean, I will say that I do, like, it was a very forward-thinking game, I'll at least give it that much. Like, what they did with all the various sprite effects and the layers and everything, it does look really, really good, all things considered.
And like I said, some of it has aged well, some of it not so well.
Oh, man. Are you guys ready for some bullshit?
Heck yeah!
Lay it on me.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's right, there is a secret that we can get by falling down one of these two pits. Would you care to guess which one it is?
The one in between the two dudes?
It's the one on the right. Good job, guys.
Yeah. You're wrong.
Welp.
Oh well.
So yeah, welcome to Donkey Kong Country. They're not very good at this whole hiding secrets in places humans will find them.
Don't you need to find all the secrets for something? Or was that only later games where it really mattered?
No, actually, this game does have a completion thing, but you don't actually have to do anything in the secrets that you discover. You just have to run to the end.
Yeah, it doesn't demand that you complete them. You just have to, well,
Find them.
yes, that's a better way of putting it. As long as you find them, the game takes a very effort approach. Good enough.
Of course, there aren't any coins or whatever to discover, so it's really just for bragging points.
We are Ong, fear us.
Ong.
I got nothing for that.
Me neither.
Alright, so let's go visit our good friend Cranky. Cranky is great, he just shits on DK the entire time.
Cranky is the second best Kong.
Yeah. SNES carts and memory limits. Though, actually, some games really did stretch the memory quite well. Like, Tales of Fantasia, they managed to fit a whole bunch of voice acting into there.
And a vocal song, too, I think.
Oh yeah, like the opening credits song, it's all vocals.
And yet they couldn't port that forward.
Look, man, the GBA cart is really tiny. You couldn't fit a whole 4 megabytes on there, man.
I almost want to go check how big Tales of Fantasia.gba is now.
How many SNES games did they end up porting to the fucking GBA?
A lot.
Too many.
A lot of them.
And a lot of the conversions were kind of terrible.
I can think of at least 7 off the top of my head. Actually make that 8.
I mean, well, for starters, there's this entire trilogy.
They did the whole... I know they did the first one, I didn't realize they did 2 and 3.
Yeah, they did.
2 especially is a travesty since all these sound effects and such got completely wrecked, and everything is a whole lot brighter and washed out.
The GBA's sound chip is not nearly as good as the SNES. It really shows.
Pains me. As a guy who obsesses too much over video games.
Also, the GBA version of this game added in, like, pictures which you earned which were basically, like, proto-achievements. It was weird.
Yeah, well, you had to do a bunch of weird shit to unlock them, too. It was like, you had to go, like, one of the ones I vividly remember, you had to go into the first boss's arena, or, no, second boss. And you had to go pound the tire in the middle of the arena. There is no reason that you would ever do this, but if you do that, you get a picture.
I remember one of them being jump on X enemies in a row. I actually had the fucking strategy guide for this game, and it told you how to get all of them. Like, that right there would have gotten you a picture.
Hey, I have that strategy guide too. It's trash.
Yeah, it is.
As they tend to be.
I couldn't finish any of the GBA versions of this game, or the sequels. Like, it just didn't feel right.
I don't know, I played the first one, but that's because I never actually had the SNES version of this as a kid. I had 2 and 3, but I never had this one. So that was like my actual... Like, I had played it before, that was the first time I'd ever actually owned DKC1, so I actually did put probably too much time into it. There's a warp barrel down here somewhere that we're not gonna hit, because we have to show off the level!
Darn right we do.
This is the GBA version of Country 1 was the game that came with my GBA when I got it. This was the only game I had for like a year. I never beat like the 6th world, whatever the industrial one is.
Oh, I love the factory!
Not the factory, the later one.
Oh, the mine!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck the mine. Although, if it's worth anything, the mine is the last world in the game.
I think I got brickwalled on a level that has the lights go out, but has the flame barrels.
DKC sounds like a better packing game than the one I got, which was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
I forget if it's this game, but I remember that On Guard does just automatically charge people in front of him.
Not this one. You have to actually press the button in this one.
Yeah. Did he get on the fish, goddammit?
Hey, I'm pretty sure in the remake, if you opened up a fish barrel, or like any buddy crate, and you already had that buddy, it gave you like bananas or something.
Yeah, I think that was a change they made in the remake, because yeah, if you do it in this, I think it's really only possible to do with On Guard anyway, but yeah, you can get extra fish, and it doesn't do you any good.
Yes. Regrettably, we can't have an entire swordfish cavalry.
Sounds like, what is it? The DK barrels in DKCR. If you already have, like, Diddy out.
Regrettably, we could go visit Funky, but he cannot help us right now, so we will come to see him another day.
Funky is the 3rd best Kong.
Who's the first?
Lanky.
Sir not appearing in this game.
Yeah.
I've never actually played DK64.
consider yourself lucky.
I remember I rented that once when I was like 3, but I didn't understand what was going on.
DK64 is trash. Like, not trash in the same way as this game. This game is trash because they hadn't quite worked out all the kinks yet. There is a kernel of a good game in here. There is no such thing in DK64.
DK64 is trash because it's an N64 era collectathon.
And all that implies.
It was it made Tui look restrained and well designed.
Well, Tui was well designed.
Granted, I hate collectathon-style gameplay, like, inherently, so...
Now, Kazooie, I could argue, like, having to go back and get the jiggies every single time you went through a level, like, they didn't ever save that in the original Kazooie.
Yeah, that was a really dumb design decision that was thankfully fixed for the 360 version.
So, I recall that there was actually some sort of a problem with that. I forget exactly what I read, but having them actually save the jiggies that you collect, like, messed up one of the unlockable things. I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't remember ever having any issues with it, so...
I don't know. Maybe I misread that.
It could just be that Rare fucked up with the, technology. They are known for doing that.
Ah, Candy, my least favorite Kong.
But she's here to help us save our game.
This is a rhythm game in the GBA version.
Wait, what? Why?
Because you can save, like, you can save anywhere, so...
Oh, for a second I thought you meant you had to do a rhythm game to save.
No, there's just a rhythm game. You get photos for doing it. Also lives. It's really easy.
Also, Funky has a fishing minigame, which is...
Fun?
I spent way too much time on that, but...
Same.
Also, yeah, that was a boss.
I didn't realize it was a boss until like 2 seconds in.
The Donkey Kong Country, well, this game at least, does not have the most inspired bosses.